One of the biggest reasons why we watch anime is because it gives us a sense of fantasy that we can immerse ourselves into, mainly so we can escape from our boring and sometimes depressing reality. At least for some people and me. There's just a lot of things in anime that makes it thrilling. The animation, the story, that feeling of pressing the next episode at 4 a.m. in the morning to see what happens next after an intense cliffhanger. It's hard to beat that feeling of discovering a new world for the first time, where life seemed more exciting. But surprisingly, I find something enjoyable about seeing the same reality I try to escape from in the form of anime. Slice of life is probably the least watched genre in anime. Most people hate it for what it is, usually there's not much going on and it's kind of like a reflection of life. Really, it is literally called Slice of Life, and it's mainly a depiction of real life. There's usually no action, and sometimes it comes in forms of filler episodes, as we've seen in like Naruto. But maybe it's because I never really had friends growing up, or I'm just reaching unk status that I find it pretty cozy to put on Boku no Pico after coming home from my job. I mean, is it weird that a grown-ass man is watching a bunch of high school girls learn how to become a band? Yeah, kind of. But people of all ages often struggle to function in a social settings too. And it's how creative the anime is at portraying like social anxiety or just overall like social the social aspect of the show that makes it like so entertaining and relatable. SOL is able to capture the mundane things we do in our daily lives and make it look fun, while relating to the audience. And we see it all the time in even certain certain shonen shows where there's not much going on, but then you're able to kind of see the characters live their normal lives versus the chaotic world they live in. For example, in Chainsaw Man, right? When Aki's just doing his daily routine and doing laundry and stuff. It's like stuff like that that really makes the anime shine when there's nothing going on. And it's one of those things where art imitates life versus the other way around. And anime has a way of making things look fun. Like, it's crazy to say, but having a job actually looks fun when I'm watching certain shonen or certain slice of life anime. And I think the biggest reason why is because of the characters. Each and every one of these characters introduced into these shows feel like humans, right? They don't feel like a catalyst meant for character development. Like, they're just written to be killed off so that the main character could get stronger. And you really have to have like a particular mindset to understand slice of life for what it is. Kind of like the same kind of mindset when you watch something like Vinland Saga Season 2, where it's not as action packed and it's pretty slow. There's no like flashy colors and insane choreography. It's just a coming of age story and a form of lesson to be taken from it, or something like that.